Electronegativity. Electronegativity is a fundamental concept in chemistry that refers to the tendency of an atom in a molecule to attract shared electrons towards itself. In other words, electronegativity is a measure of the ability of an atom to attract electrons in a covalent bond. The electronegativity of an atom is determined by a number of factors, including its nuclear charge, the distance between the nucleus and the valence electrons, and the shielding effect of inner electrons. Generally, atoms with a higher nuclear charge and a smaller atomic radius have a higher electronegativity. The concept of electronegativity is useful in predicting the polarity of covalent bonds and the distribution of electrons in a molecule. In a covalent bond, the shared electrons are not always equally shared between the atoms. Instead, the electrons tend to spend more time around the atom with higher electronegativity, creating a polar covalent bond. If the electronegativity difference between two atoms is large enough, the bond will be considered an ionic bond, with one atom taking on a positive charge and the other taking on a negative charge. The electronegativity of an atom also affects the properties of molecules. For example, molecules with polar covalent bonds tend to have higher melting and boiling points, higher solubility in polar solvents, and a greater tendency to form hydrogen bonds. Additionally, electronegativity can affect the acidity and basicity of molecules, as more electronegative atoms tend to attract electrons away from neighboring atoms and make them more acidic. Electronegativity is typically measured using a variety of scales, including the Pauling scale and the Mulliken scale. The Pauling scale is the most commonly used scale, with fluorine, F, assigned an electronegativity of 4.0, and other elements assigned values based on their relative ability to attract electrons in a covalent bond. Have a nice day!